Hi everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. Today I'm making a video I did not expect to be making on Monday. That is for sure. I have to reschedule my week of videos and shift around my plans. But we've got a crazy, I think the craziest 10 times event I've ever seen playing this game happening over the weekend. So I'm going to fill you in on that. And you can get kind of excited. You got a whole week to get excited for it. It's going to be overlapping the Summon Rush for the Gaius the Gleeful Fragment event, collector event. So it's highly likely you're going to have to pull at least some shards during this weekend if you're going for Gaius the Gleeful. So you can sort of pick and choose your day, pick and choose your type of shard in order to get the most out of it. Also, I am laughing because I saw that you can now buy both the Jade Serpent and Lamia's Prophet skins are in the shop at the same time. Woo! Let's go. But yeah, okay, let us dive in. So I'm going to be ranking these as well as we go. So on the Friday, it's 10x Ancients, right? So 10x from Ancient Shards. And first up, it's my most wanted champion in the game is up for this. Duchess Lilitu. So Duchess, she is... we don't even need to say it, do we? She's S tier. S tier champion. Just completely insane. One of the best arena champions in the game. One of the best Hydra champions in the game. She's just amazing. In my opinion, she is probably the best champion you can pull from Ancient or Sacred Shards. I think she is the best. Best reviver. Super tanky for arena. Yeah, Duchess is mental. It gets even better, though. It gets even better. First of all, we have the weakest of the three, and you're not going to believe it when I say this is the weakest of the three champions. But yeah, of the three boosted on Friday, Rotos is the weakest. And Rotos, by the way, in my opinion, also S-tier champion. So Rotos, he is a god in arena. He hits so hard. It's difficult to kill him because of his passive that protects him from several of the different nukers in the game. And once he gets going, he's one of the most frustrating champions to fight in the arena because he's got this chance of an extra turn. He gets extra turns on his A3 if he kills somebody. Then when he starts stealing max HP and stuff, sometimes you just get unlucky in this Rotos. You just sit there as Rotos goes extra turn, extra turn, extra turn. He's one-shotting people left, right, and center. When you combo him with Sifi, it's an absolutely insane combo as well. Rotos, very powerful single target damage dealer. Like I said, he's the weakest of the three because the strongest, I think, the other champion who contends with Duchess Lilitu, in my opinion, for being the best champions you could pull from Ancients and Sacreds, it's Prince Kaimar. Yeah, Prince Kaimar is in this, guys. I have a Kaimar, and he completely changed all of my teams, basically. He revolutionized one of my arena teams. He revolutionized my Doom Tower teams, revolutionized all the dungeon teams. He is completely nuts. Buff strip with a sleep for arena is incredibly useful, and then full reset of all skills is insane for farming dungeons, also useful in arena. He's just completely mental. He's completely mental. So Kaimar, yeah, also S tier. So this is Friday's on another level, guys. Now the thing to watch out for on the Friday, big warning, is that we're gonna have a champion chase the following weekend, and that's gonna be a 2 times Ancient event, right? So you might want to be saving some Ancient shards so that you can get the fragments from the 2 times Ancient. I'll be doing a fusion guide whenever they release the plan for the fusion and we can see it. I'll fill you in on what events you should target if you're a free to play or earlier game player. So do bear that in mind. I'd say it's also very possible, considering how absurd this is and that there's a 2 times Ancients next weekend. I wouldn't be shocked if the weekend after or the week after, maybe overlapping CVC perhaps, there could be like a guaranteed champion from Ancients. I think that's not entirely unlikely, so just bear that in mind. On Saturday we have Sacred Charts, 10x Sacreds. So this is the one that is you're most likely to go for during a Summon Rush. Sacred Shards give you the best bang for your buck, much better bang for your buck points wise than Ancients would, especially compared to Champion Chase, especially a 2 times Ancient Champion Chase. Ancient Shards are much better there. Now for this one we have some really good champions too, not as good though, but still really good. So first up, Withier, probably the best healer in the game. I think she's extremely good for arena. She's going to be extremely good for Hydra. I think any future content, like future difficulties of Hydra, future difficulties of Doom Tower, future dungeons, basically anywhere where there's a lot of damage coming in, Withier is your go-to. She's completely nuts. I would actually rate Withier for me as A tier, not A tier, derp, as S tier as well. Withier is an absolutely incredible champion from Sacred. She's the one I'm hoping to get most. Next up, we actually have Bad El Khazar. He is in here as well. So he's very like Withier. I think the big difference between them, Bad L is really good for dungeons. Withier is good, but not as good, I think, generally speaking, as Bad L. Bad L is king of dungeons and soloing dungeons like Dragon and Ice Golem. Withier is better for like Arena and Hydra. So it's sort of up to you in terms of which one you prefer. For me, I would value Withier more. But I think Bad L is really good. I think he has to go into S tier just because he is like the ultimate dungeon solo farmer, which is a useful thing for people. And like he does it better than anyone else. It's a common thing people do. So I'd give him S tier. And then the weakest champion so far is going to be Mountain King. So Mountain King, he's kind of good for one thing and one thing only, and that's Tag Team Arena. He's very strong in a go second team. He's got crazy base HP, crazy base resistance. You can build him with high resistance, build him tanky. He can one-shot people, ignoring shield and block damage. This one is the one that hits hard, ignores half of their defense. So he does hit hard, and you can build him in like a relentless set or something and hope that he gets lucky. I would give Mountain King, overall, I would give him a B. Mountain King, I give him only a B tier. I think he's much worse than Withier and Bad L. I'd actually give him like an S-. Bad L S-, just because I'm not quite as excited. But yeah, Mountain King, you really only use him right now in 3v3 arena. You wouldn't use him in normal arena, really. It's in 3v3 where your champion pool is stretched a bit more. But there you go. And then on Sunday, we have the 10x Voids. And for the 10x Voids, we're going into Crazy Town. Brace yourselves. This is equal to the Sacreds. So first of all, who would it be but Sifi, the Lost Bride? Of course, Sifi. She is being boosted, so this is absolutely incredible. Sifi is obviously S tier. She is up there alongside Duchess as being just completely bonkers. Combos insanely well. Rotos opens that up. Amazing for arena offense. She's also amazing for Hydra. I think they're pretty much equal, Duchess and Sifi. Both so good. Duchess brings, a few more buffs in the AoE revive. Sifi brings a lot more healing with her passive, and she can do some nice healing with her A1 as well. So yeah, they're both incredible. Also, that resistance aura, really good for Hydra Nightmare on the Sifi. So Sifi's excellent. Really good. Then we have Warlord is also boosted in the 10 times. So Warlord is the best arena champion in the game. Orcish Rituals is the best arena move in the game. 100% chance when it's booked up to put each of the target skills on cooldown, full cooldown, and also even comes with a 60% chance to fully deplete their turn meter on a 4-turn cooldown. So yeah, it's just crazy. And then he also brings, of course, block debuffs on everyone, shield buff on everyone, and then heals them as well based off of his max HP for the shield, their max HP for the heal. He also brings resist in all battles. Warlord is just insane. Warlord is obviously S tier. There's no question. And hey, if you're an arena madman, right, if you're hardcore pushing arena, you're going to want 2 of them, probably even more. You're going to want to empower him. You're going to want to have a couple of different ones in different sets. Like you could have 2 +4 warlords and you'd probably sit there saying, you know what, I wouldn't mind a third +4 warlord. Thank you very much, at least for tag. And then we also have Hegemon, who is also, I would say, S tier, maybe slightly weaker than that. No, I'd say he's S tier as well, to be honest. Hegemon, yeah, I think he has to go S tier. He just goes first each round. So for arena, he's completely nuts. And again, you can use multiple Hegemons. You can have one empowered that can be your nuke Hegemon just to hit really hard. You could have another one also empowered if you wanted, built with high accuracy so that he's a better chance to land his block active skills, or go in with his A1 and potentially push turn meter back. It's just so useful, right? I think obviously Stone Skin gets in the way a little bit with him, and champions like Mithrala being Mithrala being a pretty accessible champion now. She's really good against Hegemon, but I still think he's just insane, right? For 99.9% of the players in the game, you put a Hegemon in your arena team, and it's almost a free win. Like, it's kind of nuts. So useful. So yeah, there you go, guys. I mean, like I said, this is the most insane 10x I've ever seen. Of all of these champions, the 9 champions that are going to be boosted, 8 of them are S tier. We've got 8 of the best champions in the game. Like, I think certainly Duchess, Rotos, Kaimar, the Voids as well. These are easily top 10. I think Withier for me is in top 10. I wouldn't put Bad L personally in my top 10. I give him that S-, but again, he's still insanely useful, and I'd love to have one. Mountain King being the only one that's weaker, but yeah, it's up to you what you want to pull. So you probably don't have many Voids left. If you're close to your Void Pity timer, I would 100% pull for these, like no question. If you've been tracking your Mercy, you should use your Voids on Sunday. And get the Gaia's Fragments while you're there. There's no question. Any one of these is a complete account changer. Likewise, if you're close to your Mercy on Ancients, it might be worth pulling for these. If you're with Sacreds, it's different. Mercy on Sacreds is very weak, so I wouldn't rush out to be pulling for it. This is more a thing where I'm in basically the situation where I just got a Void Legendary. I'm nowhere near my Mercy for Voids. I'm not going to pull Voids. I'm saving up my Ancients for some for the 2x Ancient event, and then I'm trying to keep 150 if I can in the bank for a guaranteed Legendary event. Although I would love every single one of these. A second Kaimar. I don't have Duchess or Rotos. That would be just so insane for me. But I feel like it's too much of a gamble. I'm going to be pulling Sacreds, and these are sort of like, hey, if these pop out of my Sacred Shard, if I'm lucky enough, then I'll be happy. So yeah, guys, there you go. It's nuts. It is nuts. Yep, good luck if you're pulling. Like I said, you got a week to brace for this. And actually, I guess more so from Plarium's side, you got a week for them to sell packs. That's right, a week to sell packs. So yeah, guys, let me know what you're going to do, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.